Community health trends are quite often a reflection of our weather. The nurse practitioners at CVS Minute Clinic say they are seeing firsthand the results of our recent heat wave. Here's this week's What's Going Around report.
In North San Diego, Trina Acosta-Tezon in Escondido has diagnosed a number of patients with otitis media, also known as swimmer's ear. This is an inflammation of the middle ear and can occur when water gets trapped in the ear, often from swimming. Symptoms include ear pain, a feeling of fullness in the ear, and muffled hearing. Treatment typically includes antibiotic ear drops. In Central San Diego, summer-related skin issues. Lori Glicklich in Mission Valley has seen patients with heat rash. This is common during humid weather and is the result of blocked sweat glands. Symptoms include tiny clear blisters, red bumps or patches, and itching. Treatment includes keeping the skin cool and calamine lotion. In East San Diego, more skin issues. Amy Polizzi in Santee has seen cases of MOLLUSCUM contagiosum. This is a common viral infection of the skin that typically occurs in children, older adults, and patients with weakened immune systems. Symptoms include small bumps on the skin and itching. The rash may take months to clear, but you can try aiding the process with laser removal, cryotherapy, and prescription creams. And in South San Diego, the perils of enjoying our beaches. Kasia Lalacata in Chula Vista has seen several people with jellyfish stings. Symptoms include pain, red marks, itching, numbness, and tingling. Treatment includes rinsing the area with vinegar, using tweezers to pull away the tentacles, and a hot bath or shower. And that does it for this week's What's Going Around.